Good morning. I, for the past week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, have been like down and out. September 1st hit, maybe even the end of August, my refrigerator went out. After my refrigerator went out, I don't know exactly what happened, but it was as if everything resurfaced. Things that I had dealt with, things that I had thought I handled, right? Things I thought I faced. And sometimes we do face things, right? We do do the work and we do our due diligence. But in the midst of that, I forgot how to prophesy. And what do I mean by that? There are going to be moments where you are being swayed by your circumstances. You're being swayed by everything, the mental blockages, relationships, just everything that's taunting you at one time, finances jacking up, atmosphere just out of whatever, right? But it wasn't until I decided to get very, very intentional in this time. And I'm going to show you guys what not being intentional in your spirituality looks like when you are a spirit-filled believer, okay? I have been working on order and structure, and I was not a person of order or structure at all. I have always been a person who was spontaneous, a person who went by the whim. I was free spirit. I was doing, whatever I could, whenever I could, and not really buckling down and doing what was necessary. And I was getting there, and I was structuring, and I was ordering, and I was getting everything in order. And I actually ended up placing something very, very significant in order recently. And when I did that, I kid you not, chaos broke loose. Whenever you put something in order that's been out of order for a long time, everything that's chaotic will come to the surface. So my emotions, I was arguing, I was doing God knows what in my mind. My mental stability was not what it was before I placed this order, right? And so I lost myself in the storm. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was not coherent. Look at me. I have a lot of times where I am like this, but we're not in that season no more. This is not that time. So why did this come back up? Well, this came back up because there are things that were not dealt with. There are things that, and when I say there were things that were not dealt with, when you put things in order, a lot of times whatever structure was holding it out of order needs to come down. So principalities, right? Sometimes you have become so consistent and so unbothered by certain stipulations and certain things that you've done. This has been your norm. It's no longer your norm. So you restruct or you deconstruct to reconstruct, right? I'm saying a lot, but the reason I'm saying a lot is because in this time right now, this part of September, there's a lot of deconstructing and reconstructing happening. And I don't want anyone to feel as though you are on your breaking point. You may be on your breaking point for your breakthrough, but you are not breaking in the aspect of you're not going to make it, because you shall live and not die, right? And so a lot of things that I have been coming up against have been structures, aka principalities, that have been ruling in my lineage, things that have been ruling in my home, things that have been ruling in the region. And let me show you what elevating looks like. This is what it looks like. Everything is chaotic. Everything is out of place. and my kitchen ain't that bad, but everything is out of order. Because even though you try to place order, if you're trying to place order in an aspect where it's quiet in here, but if you're trying to place order in an area that is not in order, if you're trying to build in chaos, you have to deconstruct that. And so now I had to prophesy with my sister, and I forgot I was struggling so much yesterday trying to even speak life. I had to reach out to my brother this morning like, hey, I actually feel like the spawn of Satan. And I feel like a lot of this confusion and stuff is my fault, but I know I just placed order. So because I placed order, I know that the enemies are taunting me right now of my soul, of my lineage, of everything that I have in this process, right? So my encouragement to you is prophesy. Prophesy life. Prophesy joy. Prophesy order. And when you prophesy order, just know you will, a lot of things that are out of order, even in you, will come up to the surface. So I'll talk to you guys soon.